That's what I thought. Okay, we are live. Okay. I'm sorry, Katie, but it's fine. You know, we're super chill here. You can stay. No, absolutely you shouldn't. Oh my goodness.
This is so cool. I've never done anything like this before.
Yes, they're actually so fun. I did the first one like a couple of weeks ago, and they're really fun. And you get a lot of reading done too, which I think is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So always a bonus to get reading done.
100%.
Okay, so I think some other people will be going too, but I'm not sure at what time. So what are you currently reading, or are you reading anything?
I'm currently reading The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter on audio, and it's okay.
When I say I'm reading, I mean I'm like 10 pages in to A Court of Wings and Ruin. And this is gigantic. So I really don't expect to finish much of this anytime soon. But
you're going to finish it by the end of the year. Yeah, you're going to have it done. You're going to read the whole 800 pages.
If you don't have big goals, like what's the point, you know? Like,
yeah, you're going to do it.
Straight back.
Yes. I at least want to finish it before the new book comes out.
Oh, you have to. Like, you have to, yeah.
Fully, yes.
Yeah, it's a good deadline to have to, you know? I think. I am currently reading, I don't know how to work this, is Aurora Rising by J. Kristoff. Hi, Sophia! Oh my goodness. Hi. It's so much fun. So you are currently reading the Clockwork Angel, I think.
Oh yeah, I got it here.
Very good.
Ooh, lots of good choices today.
I love the range too. Like we're all reading something different. Akawar, personal favorite. You see, it's the motivation.
It's so
I have not read a book with so many pages in like years. So like I think the best one from Goodreads I read in 2020 was like 650 something. This one's like 700 something.
I know. It's so long. And for what? Like they're so long.
I know. It's so easy. It's so easy to get distracted and go on TikTok. So like I don't know what to do.
I know. TikTok.
I really
Same.
Very, very easy to do that. Let's see. I'm reading Once and Future Witches, and it's not amazing. Oh no! I was thinking about getting that one actually. No. Ghosts of the Shadow Market. I have not read that.
I haven't either.
Shadowhunters though.
I'm also reading Aurora Rising. Yay! Twins!
Heck yeah.
I'm reading the Bane Chronicles. Amazing. There's so many like Shadowhunter books. Like there's so many Shadowhunter.
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
Oh my goodness. It's really slow and there's nothing to the plot. Oh no. I mean, it's good to know those things before you buy them because I was actually thinking about buying it. So good to know. Okay.
Very relatable.
I haven't read that yet, but oh dear. I haven't picked a book to read yet. Oh my goodness.
What are your options?
Yeah, give us your options and we'll help you decide.
Oh, I also realized I didn't put my name, but I'm Katie. For everybody who doesn't know me, I just put my name and just realized that.
That's okay. That's okay.
All good.
Unfortunately, during the reading sprints, I'll be studying for my math quiz instead.
hate math.
Well, I mean, it's still something productive, so
Yeah, good for you. I'm pretty sure I'm here because I don't want to study for math. So good on you. Good on you.
I was actually thinking of studying during the sprint because I should be studying. So I might do that.
Go for it.
whatever
I'm
works.
unpacking, so
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm hoping to finish this by tomorrow, even though there's like nearly 500 pages. So whether I can do that, it does it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the best beginning of a book I've ever read.
Okay. Okay. I'm very excited then.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Crown of Midnight, Kingdom of Souls, Kiss of Deception, or Akatar. Ooh. What? What?
I mean, you could join me. I'm reading the third book.
Mm-hmm.
either Sarah.
I would say either Crown of Midnight or Akatar. I would say those would be my two options.
Yeah, I haven't read the other two, so I couldn't comment on those.
No, me either.
Yeah, me too. I will go with Crown of Midnight just to continue Throne of Glass to get into the good books.
Good. Oh my goodness. So many people are reading Throne of Glass. I do have it right here because I do need to read it this month, but hey ho. Okay, do you want to do a reading sprint or study sprint or whatever?
Sure.
Okay, I'll set the timer. I think we'll go for 20 minutes, if that's okay. And we can go from there. I'll see if I can share the screen for you. I think I can.
Ooh, let's see.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
So I'm going to mute myself and then read for 20 minutes. So happy reading, everybody.
Amazing.
Okay. That was actually a really good sprint.
Yeah, it was.
Did anybody read anything, or how many pages did you read?
I listened to about 20 minutes of my audiobook, but I have 30 minutes left now, so.
Amazing. You're so close to the end. Oh my gosh. I started this and I read the first chapter and a half, and it was such a good first chapter. Like, Sophie had such a good idea, because that was so good.
Mhm.
Amazing.
For A Court of Wings and Ruin, back in August, I started the book, but then school started, so I just put it down because school was starting back up and stuff. And so I've already read the first 100 pages, but obviously I forget the 100 pages, so I'm rereading it. So I'm excited to get to the part where I actually don't know what's going to happen next. But
yeah,
it's a matter of getting there.
I know what you mean. I know.
I'm just loving Clockwork Angel. It's one of my favorites. It's so funny since the beginning, and I love the characters, so I'm really enjoying it.
I really liked the characters in Clockwork Angel. I didn't continue with that series because I got a spoiler for Clockwork Princess, but I do want to at some stage.
You should.
It's really good.
Yeah, I should. I definitely should. Okay, so the Once and Future Witches is getting better. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I started late, so I got 4 pages read of A Hearts of Fierce and Broken. I hope you like it. 10 pages from my nonfiction book. Amazing. I definitely don't read enough nonfiction, or any, really. I just read Aurora Rising and I loved how it started. Yeah, I think the start is amazing. It really excites you. I don't know. I've got a page of practice questions done. Well done. That's amazing. I've just joined, so I haven't managed to read much. That's okay.
Plenty of time to read.
Plenty of time. And 40 pages into the book. Amazing. So good. We're all doing amazing. Oh my gosh. So do any of you have any reading goals for 2021, or any YouTube goals? I don't know, anything.
I want to read more epic fantasy books, which is why my Goodreads goal is 75. But in the back of my mind, I want to read 200 books, but we'll see.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
200 is a lot.
Crazy.
I would love to do that, but
Damn. My reading goal for the last 2 years has been 50 books, and still haven't managed to get it quite yet, but I'm in awe of your reading goal here. That is fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if someone reads more the 20 books, I just, what?
Yeah, I just
don't read much.
my own hobby. So,
oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I set my goal for 100. But before 2020, I had never even read 50 books. And then last year I read over 100. Misty is joining the party, possibly. I don't know. But yeah.
I read 153 last year, so.
That's really good.
Oh my God, hi!
Don't be showing your butt to the camera. She's just probably going to sit there for a while. Okay, I'm trying to read 1 nonfiction a month. Okay, amazing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of good nonfictions out there that we just don't know of yet.
Yeah, Dead Man Walking by Sister Helen Prigine is really good if you're interested in the death penalty. It was good, and it read like a fiction book, so highly recommend.
Very good.
Yeah.
Reading makes me relax my mind. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people feel that, definitely.
For sure.
See, my main goal for this year is to catch up with the Shadowhunter books and finally knock off one significant chunk from my TBR. Amazing.
I want to be up to date too with the Shadowhunters. That's why I'm trying to read all of them, because I have so many to read.
There's a lot of them. But then once you're in, you know?
I feel like there's always a new book.
Yeah, I was having a hard time yesterday reading City of Glass, but now that I'm in Clockwork, like Angel, and it's a series that I actually like, I'm like, I want more Shadowhunter things.
Yeah, I feel like they're very addictive. Like they're good, but they're also very like fast-paced and fun.
Yeah, I like how even like if you don't like the series because you like the world, it's really easy to read.
Yes, I think so. Okay. Love to get to 200. Ooh. I mean, it's such a big goal. It's such a big goal, but I would love to see you do it. My goal is to venture into genres outside my comfort. Yes, I'm trying to read science fiction too. I've never really read one that like stands out to me. So, hi. Oh my God, Emma's here. Hey. I'm already 2 books ahead of my Goodreads goal. We love to see it. Yes. In the first week of the year, I reread the Heartstopper comics. I don't know if any of you have read it, but they're so cute. And they're so fast-paced as well. So I felt so productive because I was like finished 3 books in the first week and I was like, look at me.
We love that.
Yeah, the 4th one is coming out, I think, volume 4 soon.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Oh, they're just so cute. Like, I don't know what it is, but they're just so wholesome. But also like sad in places, but just so good.
Yeah. And they're really easy reads. So
I've only read the first edition, but like I want to buy them and like collect them and stuff, like have them on my shelf. But then I read them in like half an hour and then I'm like, well, that was like $20+ and now it's done. So I'm like trying to rationalize it a little more, but I definitely want to get them.
I've actually been following her because she uploads in like Tapas. There's this app like Tapas and Webtoons, and I've been following her forever. So I'm like up to date. I like look at the chapters every time she posts one, but it just still breaks my heart. Like I collect her books, but I understand that you read something so fast, and it's like I could have bought another book, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I was going to read them online. I was like, no, I'm just going to wait for like the book to come out so that I can read it like all in one go. I think. But yeah.
Have you guys read any other Alice Oseman books?
I've read Radio Silence, and I really like that one.
Same. What's one of my all-time favorites?
Made me cry so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I have not. I've read a couple of like the novellas that go around Heartstopper, like Nick and Charlie and This Winter, but that's it. I haven't read any of her other like books.
The best time to read Radio Silence is like last year, second last year of like high school kind of time, and then when you're in like college or university, like the first couple of years of that, I think is the prime time to read Radio Silence because you'll relate a lot to what's happening in the story. So that's what happened to me, at least. I was like, man, she just really took my brain and like put it into this book.
Yeah, I had the same experience. Really good.
I must read it now. I mean,
so good.
So many people love it. I've read 11 books so far in 2021.
Whoa.
Oh my God, 60 more matches. I mean, that still is amazing. Wow. Wow, 11 books.
Awesome.
I mean, go you.
That's awesome.
I've read a big whopping 1 so far.
I mean, that's still good though, Lauren.
I read 2, but it's because I read From Blood and Ash, and I couldn't stop, so then I had to go into the second one straight and read them in like 2 days.
That's great.
That never happens.
I love that book so much. I can't even explain how much I love that book. And I'm just waiting impatiently for the sequel to arrive. And it's like because of like Brexit and stuff, like shipping is taking so much longer. And I just want it. I just want to read it.
It's so good. I love that series.
You have to pick it up, Lauren. You have to.
I know, I saw you were posting about it a lot, and I was like, oh my god, if she loved it this much, like I have to read it. But then again, you know, with my current pace of one book so far, you know, it's gonna take me a little longer to get to it.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so fast-paced and like addictive. Like I've never finished a 600-page book as quick, you know?
Same.
Nice.
I finished 2 books yesterday, but I'm still in the middle of 5 because I paid
That's me right now.
my
That's literally me. It's fine.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I want all the cute UK covers for Alice Oseman. They're very nice.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So pretty.
Oh my goodness. I love Alice Oseman. I've read all of her books. I think my favorite is I Was Born for This. I haven't read that one, but yeah, I think she just manages to put in so many important things into her books, like so effortlessly. Like she has like so many different like representations and so many different topics that she like covers. I don't know.
I agree. I think her books are really accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think so. I'm also at 11. Amazing. Look at you go. Like the reading machines.
Wow.
One of them was The Poet X. That is such a fast book. Yeah.
such a good book, though.
I did really like that one, I have to say. I read Loveless by Alice Oseman, and it's an all-time favorite. I feel like Alice Oseman is a favorite author. Like a lot of people really love her books. I can't wait to pick them up.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard anything negative about her.
Me neither. I would be so shocked if anything negative was ever said about her, like, because they're just so wholesome.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've heard like negative is like people can't personally relate to like a certain book. And I think definitely her books, like if you relate to them, you're gonna be like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever read. But then if you don't have that connection, it's probably just not as impactful. So I think that's just why some people don't enjoy them as much.
But also she has so many, and like, I think one of them you're gonna like. That's the thing, that's the representation you were talking about.
Agreed.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. See, I'm only on my 4th book of 20. That's amazing. Like 4th book, that is amazing. It really is. I'm reading a mystery thriller book right now, and I'm dying to know who the killer is.
I understand so much.
I know. I suspect everybody, and I come up with the most like crazy theories, and then I'm either really let down by the actual answer because I never actually solve them. I just come up with a completely different ending.
The last kind of mystery book I read was, I think it's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It was popular for a period of time. I don't know if you guys have read it, but I was trying to figure out the ending, and then the ending happened. I don't know how anyone could have guessed the ending, like, but it was so good. Yeah, it was one of my favorite books of last year because I love mystery thrillers, but I always know how the book is gonna end. I just don't know. I'm that type of reader, but that one blew my mind. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited now. I think I started that during the summer, but I never finished it, so I have to.
Good. It's pretty good.
I start school back Tuesday, and I have 6 classes, so I feel like I have reading time, but I might also drown. I mean,
I feel
praying for you.
Yeah.
Sending hugs and prayers.
What is your favorite character?
Like ever?
Oh, that's hard.
I have my 3 favorite characters off the bat already, so I'll go. We have one. These are like tied. Okay, I don't know which one's my actual favorite, but I have 3. So we have Maven from the Red Queen series. We have Jude Duarte from The Cruel Prince, and we have Lila Bard from A Darker Shade of Magic. Those are my 3.
Yeah,
nice.
I was gonna say Lila Bard too. She's the queen.
I love her.
I need to read that series.
Yeah, I haven't read it either. I would say maybe Selena from Throne of Glass. I'm trying to think. do I like Poppy from Blood and Ash? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Like she's kind of interesting, so I'll say her. And Isabel from The Nightingale, definitely.
I think my top two, which are tied, is Selena from Throne of Glass, love her, and Ox from Wolf Song, because I relate to his character on so many levels.
Yeah. I don't want to answer that question that came up. Someone else who has read Red Queen.
Yes.
Red Queen was so popular on Book Talk. I don't know if any of you are on Book TikTok, but like everybody was reading it at the start of the summer. But I didn't get on that hype train yet.
I read the first 3, I think. How many are there? 4?
There's 4, and then there's like a short story collection. Yeah. But like I've read a lot of mixed reviews about Red Queen, but like Red Queen was my favorite series for like 3 years. So now I can't critically read the series. I'm just gonna love it no matter what. So I would say read Red Queen, but I also know a lot of people don't like it. So read at your own risk.
I read the first book, and I think I liked it when I read it, but I don't know if I would like it now.
I think there's such a difference between like YA books written in like 2015 or like 2010 to like now, like a huge difference. And you need to take that into account when you're reading it, because they're going to have different like tropes and plots that were popular then.
For sure.
Definitely.
Everybody's like giving Red Queen appreciation in the chat. We love to see it.
I need to reread Red Queen now. Oh my god, my list of things I need to read is too big.
I really want to read it again too. Like so many people are loving it.
I made a TikTok about how much I love it, but all my friends hate it. I mean, yeah, I feel like Book Talk was so fun at the start of the summer, but then everybody started to get really mean and like critical and everything. So I didn't post anything since then because I know. My first YA fantasy series. Yeah, that's the same for me with Shatter Me. Like I read Shatter Me and it was like the first kind of like fantasy dystopian that I've ever read, and I was obsessed with it. So even though it kind of went a bit downhill in the second last book, like I still have so much love for that series.
It's like no matter how bad the first books you read, you're gonna love them. Like no matter how bad other people think about them.
Yes, definitely. Did anyone read SGE? No. I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, what does that stand for? I don't know.
Does that stand for School for Good and Evil? If it does, then yes. But if it doesn't, then I have no idea.
If it does, then no for me. I hear good things.
I translate that. My first YA series that got me into reading was Maximum Ride. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all have that one book that's actually kind of low-key bad, but we still love.
Which one was your favorite, like your first YA series? What did you read first? What book that made you fall in love with reading?
Mine's the Hunger Games trilogy.
A classic.
So good.
Mine's the Warrior Cat series, but it's middle grade. I don't know how fantasy you want to put it, but that's what got me into reading.
I think it was Shatter Me that was like the first YA series that I read, but like any Jacqueline Wilson book. I don't know if you've ever read a Jacqueline Wilson book, but she used to read. She wrote like over 120 books or something, and I read them all as a child, like all of them, and they were all really, really dark. Like there was one about this like young girl who was like being like left alone by her family, and they just like went on holiday and left her on her own in her house. And she was like 10. And me reading this at like age 8, I was like, why can't that be me? Why can't this girl be me? And
I love that.
why would I want that to be me? Like,
Independent queen.
yeah.
Mine was, I don't know if you heard about it, Beautiful Creatures.
Yes. Oh my god, I love that.
Loki tried to read it a few years ago and I couldn't because I don't know. It was like I was this type of like kid, like super dark, like oh I'm special, you know, that type of kid. And I love that series, but I couldn't read it right now. I couldn't.
I want to reread it, but now I'm scared. They were so good though. I remember I was so mad in book 3 and I was like, there's no way I'm reading book 4. And then I read book 4 and I was like,
well, I cried so much. Like it was my first time reading. I wasn't a child reader or anything. Like I never read as a child. And my mom bought me those books. And when I reached the 3rd one, I went to the living room crying so hard. And I was like, Mom, you have to drive and get me the 4th book right now. You know what happens?
yeah, I read
That is the best feeling.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I love when that happens though. When a book literally just you're like, no, I need to just like digest every single word, you know?
It's true. Yeah. Especially when they have like those endings.
Mm-hmm. My first YA series I read was Divergent. I read that too. I have to say I was obsessed, and 4, I think that's the name of the guy in it. Yeah. I was like, no, that's marriage right there. Like I love that.
Me, oh my god.
Yeah. I've read Jackson Wilson, but looking back now, how is that a child's book? Yeah, they were dark. Like every single one of the books had some sort of really, really like horrific thing happen to these characters. Like one of them, there was like some sort of abuse, and then they had to run away, and like they were all so dark. But I was like invested in these books and like wanted to be in these books, and I'm like, no, just be thankful you have like a loving home and like you're safe, you know.
Yeah,
but no.
Are you okay? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. As an 8-year-old, I was just like, yeah, this is my calling, you know. I don't know. Twilight got me into reading. I never got on the Twilight like train at all.
I read Twilight like when I watched the movies, because I think I went to see the first movie. I didn't even know it was a book, and I hated it. And I was like, Twilight is so gross. And then, yeah, no. And then I was gone. I read the books, and I was like, oh, man, no, I like this.
Yeah, I read the first book in the summer, and that's a no from me, Chief. But I mean, I think a lot of people kind of really loved it when it came out, or like within the time it came out. But then if you read it now, you're like, it's like not the best. But people have like an emotional tie, so obviously you're gonna like love it still. And that's with a lot of books too. So to each their own.
Yeah, I was the exact same. Yeah.
I think if I read it now, I wouldn't like it. But since I read it so long ago.
Also, The Selection. Has anyone read The Selection? It was so good. Like I still enjoyed it. I reread that a couple months ago, and I was like, "This is bad, but so good." Like I love this.
So addictive. Yeah,
I love it.
They were amazing.
So good.
I know. Oh my god.
It's I love like fantasy, but I also love the romance in fantasy. But I can't really read a romance book all on its own. But like The Selection was like the perfect blend of everything. Like I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. I like fantasy with heavy romance, but I just can't read romance books.
Emma said The Selection is good trash, and that's like perfect description of the books.
Yeah, 100%. That is exactly what it is. It's exactly like some sort of reality TV, like, but just in a book form. I love it. Oh my god. Let me see. I still have Matched because I'm not going to let the old series haunt me. I've heard so much about that series, but at the same time, I feel like nobody remembers what it's about.
I really liked it. I like, if you look at it from like, not to get educational or whatever, but like a literary standpoint, I think that Matched has a lot to offer. But if you're reading it for enjoyment, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my enjoyment came from like looking at the themes. So
Yeah.
But
I think I read it like 4, 5 years ago, and I don't think I ended up finishing the series. But like I have very faint details, but like it was good. I just don't remember anything really.
Yeah.
I think the big thing about it is like the absence of like art and love in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But the ending of the series is trash, so it's okay. Just read the first book and the rest don't exist.
All right, sounds good.
Oh my goodness.
The covers are pretty though.
Yeah, I had a phase reading Lurleen McDaniel books, and she writes, yeah, all of these really sad children's books are so sad. But I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one. Well, clearly not. But like, you know, I just like love the sad book.
I'm concerned for you guys. All reading some sad stuff.
It's an issue. Let's see. I read a lot was June B. Jones and Geronimo Stilton. I've never heard of those ones.
Junie B. Jones or June B. Jones? I thought it was Junie. I don't know. It was so long ago.
Geronimo Stilton is so big in Spain. Like it's so big. And I don't know, like I think everyone read those books because they were colorful on the inside. And then they have like pages you can scratch and smell. Like they smell like chocolate.
Yeah.
It was so fun to read.
Yeah, I'm from Canada. Same thing. Like everyone loved those books growing up.
I feel like I missed out on that. I have no idea. I've never heard of it. Oh my gosh. My friend had me read Twilight our junior year of high school, 2016, and I was like, honestly, yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like I read Twilight again, like this summer. Not again, it was the first time, but I was just like, no, I lost it when he was like watching over her in her sleep. I was like, that is too far for me. It's too much. I'm not here for that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. That's why I don't want to read Midnight Sun, because my best friend read it and she was like, yeah, no, there's no good reason for him doing that, even like in his internal thoughts. He's just being a creep.
I know, yeah. Definitely. My friends and I binge watched the movies a few years ago to make fun of them. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna start Twilight now, you're kind of just going in to just like see what, just to know things, you know, because like everybody talks about it. But I don't think anybody is reading it to be like, this is a new favorite or anything. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You just need to read it so you can get the memes or watch the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
The movies are so like my sister and I watch the movies every single like Halloween at night. We watch all of them, 4 of them. We just laugh at them. Like there's no other way to go around it.
Yeah, 100%. Does the selection get better? Because I read the first 10% and I was so confused. I think it does get better. I think it's so entertaining, and you will be genuinely invested in this like very simplistic book. Like you'll be like, wow, I care so much about these people. And it's like,
yeah. I think the beginning is kind of slow, but it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
I would pretend that book 4 and 5 don't exist, but the trilogy, I love the third book, then the first book, then the second book, but they're all like really good. But that's my order. And then we forget the other 2 exist.
Yep, they don't exist. They're not real. Oh my god, because it's literally like they're the same story as the first one, just like with different characters. Like it's the same, like so predictable.
And I don't
Except I
even
didn't like the character, the main character.
I don't even remember what the name of the girl was, but I couldn't stand her.
No, me either.
I think it's like Evelyn or something.
Yeah, it starts with an E. I don't remember though.
Yeah, something like that, I think. But no, it was not memorable at all. Romance books are so good. Historical romance is everything. I love romance in a book in like fantasy, and I would be disappointed if it didn't have it. But at the same time, like romance books, like contemporary books, they're not for me. They're not for me at all.
I agree.
I always give them a try, but then I'll find them good. Like I'll give it like 3 stars, maybe 4 stars, but like none of them are ever like so up here and amazing. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think I'm definitely with all of you on that one.
I normally read them on like audiobook because they are fun to like listen to.
Yeah, I think if I had to read one, I would read it on audiobook for sure.
I think Colin Hoover is the only romance author that I like, but she explores like toxic relationships. Oh, geez, hold on. Sorry, she's trying to call me.
That's okay. You can mute yourself and take the call if you need to.
No, it's okay. I don't know why she's calling me. Let me see if it's an emergency.
The selection is getting a TV show. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Oh my goodness.
TV show. I'm excited.
The School for Good and Evil is also getting a movie. I don't know if anyone else has read it in here, but I am so excited. Anytime anything's getting turned into something, I'm excited.
Oh, me too. Even if I didn't like the book, I'm just like, I feel like in an exclusive club because I'm like, yeah, I read the book. Or like, I knew what happened in the book. Or I was fans before all of you were fans, you know?
Yeah.
VIP.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I have anxiety and death is high on that list, but I couldn't stop reading them. I think that was about the books, the really sad books.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly. Jane Blonde books. I've never heard of those, but I used to read Amelia Jane by like Enid Blyton. Enid Blyton was amazing. She was like a really famous, like, I think she was in like the 1930s or something. So all of her stories were like so wholesome, but like so simple, if that makes sense. Let's see. Edelyn. Okay, her name is Edelyn, which is just a ridiculous name anyways, but so is America Singer. Like America Singer. Yeah, her name is that.
It's iconic,
Very
though.
true.
Can't deny it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, better than unpronounceable fantasy names.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes fantasy names are just like keyboard like smash, just like pick random letters and go with it. You also like the last two books? Oh no.
Guys, we started some drama.
I know. I'm reading Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. That's a good one. That is a good one. I don't like YA contemporary, but adult romance books are chef's kiss. I don't really like YA contemporary either. I just think it's too kind of cliche. Some of them are okay. But yeah. For me, I can't 100% romance, but if they need something else, yeah. Like, that's why I think a fantasy romance is better. Like a mystery with like romance in it, you know?
Yeah, completely
For
agree.
sure.
Christina Lauren is a good one to check out. I've heard so much about her, especially in the holidays.
I don't know. I've read 2 of her books now, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you read on Wattpad? Not really.
My Wattpad days are over.
Yeah, I think when I was reading like on something like Wattpad, it was called Miss Literati, but they got shut down, and then I just like never tried to get into Wattpad.
No, I didn't. I never really got into it, and then I was just like, no, it's too much. Enid Blyton books were amazing. The classic boarding school adventures, yeah. Honestly, I did a readathon back in March where I read 10 of like the whole series of this I think it's called The Naughtiest Girl series, and she's like in a boarding school and she just gets up to mischief, and I read them all in 24 hours, but I never uploaded it, and now I can't because it's been too long. Am I the only one who didn't like Kat in Aurora Rising? I have only kind of been introduced to her, so I don't know.
I did like her, but like I understand why you might not like her. I don't know.
I get you. Did anyone read The Magic Treehouse as a kid?
I
don't know.
They were
You did?
cute. Yeah, they were. But I was a kid, so I don't really remember.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm sure I like them.
So
Also,
cute.
sorry guys, I have to jump off the call now because I have
That's okay.
school-related stuff I have to do. But great talking with you guys and everyone.
Thank
I
you for
really
joining,
enjoyed
Lauren.
this.
That's so
Thank
nice
you for
to meet
having
you.
me.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. That was so much fun. So Wicked Saints has the most confusing names.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I have not read Wicked Saints yet. Is it good? Is it worth it?
I gave
I
it to you,
didn't
so
like
I want
it.
to give it another chance.
Okay. Yeah, you see, I feel like a lot of people don't like it or think it's like really, really what am I trying to say here? I just
The ending was so confusing to me. That's why I want to read the second book to see how she like continues that, because I had to read the last like 4 chapters again and again because I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And I still don't understand.
Okay, I might read like a sample of it on like the Kindle sample before I actually buy the book because it's just the cover is so pretty.
I
And
like
love
the aesthetic of the book. Like that dark godsend thingy. I love it.
Exactly. Which is why I think it would be exactly what I like. But if it's like really slow and hard to get through, then takes out the enjoyment a little bit, I think. Wattpad sends out PR packages for books. I did not know that, but that is really amazing. We love free books. Yes, we do. I remember the Magic Faraway Tree. Yes, I also remember the Magic Faraway Tree. That was also Enid Blyton. I loved that. It's okay, just too confusing. My goodness, Misty, I love her. Yeah, she's honestly, she doesn't understand why I'm like talking, not like giving her attention. So, Wicked Saints is okay. The audiobook is good for names.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anybody's like favorite book or anything, which is kind of like strange.
It had so much potential though.
It did. The beginning was so good.
Yeah. Like I love the world building she did, and I don't know, I just loved it but the ending just brought it down for me. Really.
For sure. Completely agree. And the insta love. I felt that it was a little insta lovey, but
I like insta lovey, so
okay, well I'm more of a slow burn gal myself.
I love both. I don't actually mind insta love too much because like sometimes it's too slow burn. Like if we're 3/4 of the way through the book and they haven't even like acknowledged each other, but when they're like flirtatiously fighting with each other, I do like that, you know. I think that's really fun. Yeah. Like from Blood and Ash when they're like fighting each other and they're like,
yeah.
I love that.
Yes, gotta love that enemies to lovers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have one. Wicked Saints is one of my favorite books. Amazing. I mean, I feel like I need to read it because I'll always be wondering would I like it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. How long will you be on? Because I just joined. I'm not sure. We'll probably do another sprint in a minute and then chat more after that, and then we'll see from there. I'm scared to start A Darker Shade of Magic. Is it complicated to understand?
I don't think
in my opinion, yeah.
I'm a lover of that series. I don't know, I have like 800 copies of it right here, but I don't think it's hard to understand. I don't speak English as my native language, and I didn't have any problems because of how like Victoria Schwab introduced the world. So I think it should be okay.
Yeah, I didn't find the like writing hard to understand, but I did find it a little bit confusing at the start as to like what the magic system was. But I didn't read too far into it. I kind of like gave up on it very early on, so I'm sure it would get better. I think.
I haven't read it yet, so.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay. I think it's a lot of people's favorite series. I don't know.
I hear really good things.
Me too. What are your fave books?
Oh, too many.
The hardest question ever.
my
Throne of Glass.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The Giver. That's a good one. Wolf Song. That's another good one.
I really like a contemporary called Eliza and Her Monsters, and talks about like anxiety and stuff. It had like mental health representation, and I loved it. And I'm not a contemporary fan, and it's one of my like favorite books ever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. Yeah, here comes Misty again. I'm terrified she's gonna like knock something or like step on the laptop and cut off the live or something like that. Do we want to do another reading sprint?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Is the same time okay? Do we want it longer, shorter?
I don't mind.
Either option is good.
Okay, we'll go with the same then. And I will try to start it and share the screen if I can do that.
Perfect.
Okay, happy reading, everyone.
Let's go.
Okay, that was again a really good sprint. I'm up to page 66 in this book, and I'm really liking it.
Oh,
Nice.
66?
No way! Oh my gosh!
And I finished my audiobook.
Yay! Oh, amazing. We're all doing such good reading.
We are.
So, let's see. I didn't read, but I ate. I mean, that's more important. So, we love to I'm finishing Shadow and Bone today.
Heck yeah.
Good, good. I kind of liked. I read the first one and I kind of liked it, and I don't know.
I'm excited for the TV show.
Me too.
Yay.
The Once and Future Witches is 100% getting better. You should definitely. Okay, I'm excited now. I feel like some books just have very slow starts and good endings, but yeah.
I agree.
I finished last night after our sprints, Sophia, and Ember in the Ashes. I finished it, and I gave it like 4.5 stars, I think. So I really, really liked it.
It's really good.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're reading all the books on my TBR right now. Honestly, yeah. I feel like I'm going through like reading all of the like fantasy books that were kind of on my TBR. I don't know. Let's see. That cover for OAFW looks so good. What is that one? I'm a Once and Future Witches. Never mind.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. It did. It took me a minute. Yeah, it is a really nice cover.
It does. It looks cool.
I don't normally like historical, so I think that's why I'm not obsessed. Okay, I mean, I do tend to like historical fiction and things like that. So
Yeah, it's about the witches in Salem, right?
mm-hmm. But I think there's like some sort of like suffragette kind of thing as well.
Historicals are so hit or miss for me because if they're inaccurate, no, I'm such a history buff. Like I know a lot about a lot, I guess, in history.
Same.
That's
Like,
annoying.
exactly the same.
Yeah. But I'm reading something like this would not be happening right now, but okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. I do. I also want to read An Ember in the Ashes. It's good. It's good. I have Aurora Rising and Ember in the Ashes on the TBR too. Amazing. Hi everyone. Hi. I'm almost done with the play I'm reading. I can't wait to get onto a faster read. Yeah.
What play are you reading? I like plays.
Okay. Do you have any tips on how to stop going on social media and read more?
Audiobooks, because then you can go on social media and read.
See, that's a good one too. I would say just like put your phone as far away from you as possible. Like put it in the other room.
Ooh, or download the Forester app because it locks you out of the phone.
That's what I want to say. Like it's like, I don't know if you heard about it. You put a timer, and when the timer is done, like a tree pops up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so sad every time I see a dead tree in there that I don't touch
I
my phone.
know.
It's so true.
No,
But I'm so glad. I check like social media every single like. I have to. Like that's one of my New Year's resolutions to try to stay away from my phone because I keep checking it like every single second.
I know. I think one of the best things that I did, I turned off notifications for Instagram because like anytime that I got like a notification that somebody like liked my post or commented or anything like that, like I would just check it immediately, and it's so distracting because A Midsummer's Night Dream.
Ooh, I don't think I've read that one, but I like Shakespeare, so he's hard to read though.
Yeah, definitely. Flora is the free version of the Farce app. Amazing. Yeah. I use Forest a lot when I'm trying to like study or do classes, and
Yeah, me too. I use it for everything.
it's amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. We love to see it. I may be starting my reread of Romeo and Juliet tomorrow. I don't like Romeo and Juliet either. It was kind of like the first and only, I think, Shakespeare that I've read, but it was just like, oh come on, like.
Yeah, I think mine is like I had this like traumatizing experience in my 8th grade class where we every day like she would assign new roles for us to read out loud, but we got to the death scene, and of course that was the day that I was picked as Juliet, and she got so mad. She wanted us to act out, and she got so mad that I was like not stabbing myself right, and I was like, we reread it like 4 or 5 times out loud, and I was like,
No.
Never again.
No, that's so awkward. I hate being told to read it, and then you start to like stutter, and no, it's
I hate it. My brain doesn't function. Oh no.
You have an annotated edition. Amazing.
Conceptual explanations, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't particularly like classics or anything like that. I just like, it's not that I don't think they have good stories. They do, but like it just takes too long to get into, and the writing is really super hard, and I don't know.
I think they're hit or miss for me.
Yeah, I can't really read them because of the English thing. They are so freaking hard for me. I only can read like Spanish classics, which is what we read in like school and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing out on much. Like, I feel like I like a book that I can get through under a week, or like in a week. You know, if a book is taking me longer than a week to read, I lose interest, even if it's a really good book, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like since classics are so old, well, a lot of them, they have movie adaptations. Just watch a movie adaptation.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I mean.
Exactly. Yeah. I took a Shakespeare class last spring, and we read so many of his lesser known works. Interesting. Merchant of Venice is always one that I kind of wanted to pick up, to be honest.
I want to read that one. I think my favorite is Julius Caesar. I really like that one.
I've only read Romeo and Juliet, but yeah.
Everything sounds so like intellectual to me right now. Like, I love Shakespeare. I'm reading Shakespeare. I like it.
No, I definitely didn't have a choice to read it. We had to read it with school. Like, same as To Kill a Mockingbird. I didn't like
To Kill a Mockingbird. Oh yeah. Oh. I cried. I read it in one night.
Yeah, you see, I think again, like, we read a chapter a day, but like we had to read it, and like everybody read a sentence, which I think took away from the enjoyment so much, because we would literally take 10 minutes to get through like one page, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, keep going, like, come on, just let us read ourselves, come on. Like, it was so frustrating, but I don't know, I missed half of the enjoyment then out of it, but I'm sure it was good. The Mockingbird is amazing. I'm surprised you read it in Ireland, though. Yeah, I mean, I think we just have the same. I don't know.
That's my door.
I mean, I have it here, I think, or did I lose it? No, I have it here. The classic that we're being forced to read right now is Foster, about this like Irish girl that lives in the mountains. And I'm like, no, like, I live near mountains. I don't need to read it. I don't need to see it represented. I don't need this.
For what?
I know.
Literally. No,
That's
I think
something I don't. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was saying that's something I don't miss about like the school. Like, you have to read these. And I'm like, no. Why? Because you told me.
I know. I hate being forced to read a book. Like, this is literally the smallest book ever, but I can't read it. Like, I read like one chapter, whereas this book, which I read in like a day or two, I really enjoyed. It's just like, I don't know.
I think for me, it's like the classics that I like tend to be the classics that fit into genres that I really like. So like The Great Gatsby and To Kill a Mockingbird, like that's crime fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other classics, no. Like Anna Karenina, no. Oh my god, no. The whole romance in that was not worth the 800 plus pages that book was.
My
That
gosh,
book
that is a long
huge.
book. That is, I would never get through that. I would never. Oh my god.
It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to my YA and my fantasy and my.
It's probably
Yeah.
Let's see. What are your zodiac signs?
Scorpio.
Me too.
I'm a Capricorn. I'm not super into like star signs or anything. They're interesting, but I wouldn't like judge somebody's like personality off of them or anything like that.
I agree. I also always forget, like, people always ask, like, what's your risings or whatever, and I'm like, I have no idea, guys. I have to look it up every
I
single time.
know. Like some people genuinely wouldn't speak to somebody because they're like a Sagittarius or something. And I'm like, it doesn't mean anything to me, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So
Yeah, it was my mom.
oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Crime fiction class.
Amazing.
Yeah, me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Hannah said that her and we read weird things in our American and Brit Lit class. I used to go to the University of South Carolina, and that's where she's going to school. And I was an English major for a year. We read some wacky stuff.
Really? Oh my gosh.
A lot of, like, for our American Lit class, I feel like we read a lot of science fiction and then a little bit of, like, historical fiction. Some weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that like why do we even bother reading this?
I agree. Yeah. Some stuff is really like, sometimes you'll find something that you have to read for school and it's like really, really good. And you're like, wow, I would have never picked this up.
Yeah, that too.
But most of the time, no.
Definitely. I really love the astrology posts on Instagram though. Yeah, me too. I actually do. Like sometimes you'll read one that's like, I think I have it on my story at the minute, like Capricorn and like things that are in your mind. And it's like, yeah, that is exactly how I think on a daily basis.
I'm obsessed with those TikToks that said that this is your sign if you wear, I don't know, like a princess dress or something. Super random.
They're always amazing. Yeah, everybody's reading some wacky things. Yeah, I'll stick to my YA. I'll stick to my historical fiction. I'm good. I'll stay here.
I know. I never understand why they make like English majors, or just like when you're studying English in general, why you're studying such weird stuff. Like I get you're like contributing author, but like what about modern day authors? You know?
I think so. Yeah. Will Eden be joining? I saw her in the thumbnail. Yeah, it's currently like 5 a.m. where she is. So she said that she will try to wake up early, but obviously not 5 a.m. So it depended like how long we're on live. So if she could join us, but we will see. She will be doing another one with her sometime at a later time that actually, you know, it's okay to be awake. Last year I got to read The Hate You Give for school. That's a good one. I mean, I think it's nice when you get to read things that you're interested in for school.
I know they have they like incorporated like the Hunger Games into the curriculum in America. Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, look at you guys.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy, but I feel like a lot of people miss out on reading because they associate reading with only the books that you're forced to read in school, like classics and stuff. And they're like, no, I hate reading. But like, if I judged reading based on To Kill a Mockingbird, I wouldn't like it either because like we were forced to read it, and I don't know.
I agree.
In Spain, we normally read Carlos Ruiz Zafón books, and I love them.
Oh, not really. Like, not in my school, at least. Like, they put me like those bad classics, like super old classics. but I would have loved to read any of Carlos Ruiz-Zafón's books. Like, I would have loved to, but not me.
His books are really big. Or am I thinking of the right person? Like the Labyrinth of Spirits or something is like huge.
I think so. I'm not like, I don't read much in Spanish, but like my mom loves those books, so I think I would have loved them. We love time zones.
We do. I mean, what time is it? It is like 7:45 in the evening for me.
It is almost 3 p.m. for me.
I mean, not here. 9 p.m.
I mean, time zones confuse me so much. Like they really do.
Yeah, me too. Especially when you're traveling. No, they mess me up.
I know. Yes, I had to read The Hunger Games in 8th grade. Amazing. I did actually like The Hunger Games, I have to say.
I agree.
Currently under so many blankets because the heat and power. No. I love blankets though. I love blankets so much. If you don't like Romeo and Juliet, do you think I'd like These Violent Delights? These Violent Delights is on my TBR.
Yeah, too. From people who did like Romeo and Juliet, I hear that they feel like okay about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to read it because there's like enemies to lovers and like it's inspired by Romeo and Juliet, but I think there's a lot of different kind of aspects too, as far as I know. I haven't read it.
Yeah, because it's like about gangs and stuff too, and like inner city life.
Yeah, I think it's not in like Shanghai. I think I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. It sounds really good though, I have to say. All the books I have to read from school are trashy classics.
Them is so good.
Oh yeah,
it's a good one.
I've not read it. I've literally read maybe 1 or 2 classics in my entire life. That's it.
It's good. It's about talking animals and communism.
Ooh, interesting.
I can't believe they made us read that in like 8th grade. I was like, what, 13? How old was I in 8th grade? Yeah, really young. Some dark stuff, to be honest.
I know, it's heavy topic. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm so okay with school forcing me to read. Yeah, I like when like school's like, okay, like reading time. Well, but they don't really do that anymore because we're all like exams. But yeah. Almost 2 p.m. in Chicago. 8:45 p.m. for me. Love literature class in Greece. Amazing. I'm camped out in front of my heater with a blankie. We love to see it. We really do. Oh my goodness. I read in Hebrew and I read in Hebrew and most of the books are like 100 pages shorter than English. I don't know why. I don't know why either. Maybe something to do with like the translation. I don't know. I didn't realize These Violent Delights was inspired by Romeo and Juliet. Now I need to read it. Yeah, it looks really good. Like I feel like it's that like YA fantasy that everybody loves.
Sorry, my cat. He wants me to let him out of my room, but my friend is moving in, so he has to stay.
Oh, he finds a little cubby hole. They always do. They always find somewhere to sit.
And then my kid is sleeping behind the computer.
Do you have any pets, Soph?
No, my mom doesn't really like them, so I'm waiting to move out to get a little doggy or something.
Oh no, they're so nice. I love dogs and cats, but I'm definitely more of a cat person for sure.
Me too. And that's funny because I used to think I hated cats, and then I got a cat, and then I was like, actually,
yeah,
they're very low maintenance, other than the litter box. But
no, they're so easy because they literally take care of themselves. They like clean themselves and walk themselves. You don't need to like walk them or anything. So that's always good. But yeah, my dad has a dog at the minute and she's so sweet. She's like a mix between a husky and like a golden retriever. So she's big, fluffy, like such a sweetie. But she thinks she's small, but she's like ginormous.
Yeah.
Let's see. The author of these violent delights is in her undergrad. That's impressive. Yeah, she's really young, actually.
Authors are so young. I met Coco Ma, and she was like 18 when I met her. Like when she was like,
Really?
I was like, girl, what? And she's like, yeah, and I'm in Yale. And I was like,
Okay.
I was like, flex.
Oh my god.
What am I doing with my life?
I know.
I'm like, dang.
Let's see, this is the second day in a row I'm joining your lives. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I feel like these lives are so motivating. Like we get to chat, but we also get to read, and
It's true. I love lives.
my 15-year-old sister just texted me to ask what Animal Farm is about. She thought it was about veganism.
No.
I thought it was like some sort of like Charlotte's Web, like ages ago, like a super wholesome farm story, but
Not at all.
Overthrow the farm and these pigs like take over.
Yeah.
I mean, the title is misleading. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it really is.
Look at your cat in the back. Yeah.
It's so cute.
Oh, so sweet.
You can tell he's about to do something terrible though. He's looking for trouble.
I mean, they always do. They always like knock things or like just purposely want to make trouble.
He's like trying to get behind the bookshelf. You knock that over, you're picking it back up.
And they never do.
They never do, right?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, oh my gosh. Yes. Do we want to do one more reading sprint?
Go.
Yeah, I actually am gonna have to leave, but
That is okay.
I'll join
okay. We did so much.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for joining. It was amazing.
It was
amazing. Okay. It's just me and you.
Again, yeah.
Do you want to do another sprint, or
I'm okay with anything. Let's go.
we'll do maybe a shorter sprint this time and then we can end for the night if that's okay, or whatever. So I will set a, hold on, I need to figure out how to do this timer again. It like cut off the last time, so I need to figure it out right now. So will we do like a 10-minute live sprint?
Okay.
Okay, let's read. Okay. That was good. How far did you get up to?
I finished a chapter. Like I think I got into a chapter, and I didn't want to start the next because if not, I'm not gonna study now
Yeah,
when we
I know what you
finish.
mean. I got up to page 88. This is such a good book so far. Oh my goodness.
The story is amazing. I think it's like perfect for reading slam because it just
Yeah.
like draws you into the story.
It really does. There's so many characters, and I can tell there's just gonna be great friendships and things like that. I can't wait. So yeah. If anybody in the comments wants to ask us any last things before we sign off for the night, be sure to do so. But this was so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad I joined today too. It's like so relaxing because I've been studying like yesterday and today. I've been studying all day. And it's just, I don't know, it really helps.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's nice to just like take a break, but also be like reading and things like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you for joining. This was amazing. We're definitely gonna have to do one on your channel for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I finish exams, I will definitely tell you because I really want to do it.
Oh, that's no, it was definitely really fun, and I feel like it's productive too. Like you get through a good bit. Like we read for almost an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Of the 2 hours that we were on, which is really good. It's really productive.
Like, you have fun, but don't feel guilty about it because you are also doing productive things.
Exactly. It's the good balance. Do you know if you're going to do any more streams or readathons? Because I love them both. I don't think I'm doing a stream tomorrow, which is the last day of the readathon, but I will be sure to do one again soon because I think they're really fun. You know, maybe like one Friday a month or 2 Fridays a month or something like that. It would be super fun. And readathons, I don't know. I'll probably try to do something for Easter or Valentine's Day or something like that. You know, something super fun.
I want to try like a 24-hour one because I never done that.
Yeah. They're the best. Like they're amazing. Yeah, I love when I do 24-hour readathons that like to get other people involved because it helps you motivate yourself, you know? When like
everyone's reading, I have to read.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you should definitely do that. I hope your exams go well. Such good luck, and you're well prepared, so you will do amazing. For sure.
But thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh my goodness. Well, if it is okay with you, I think I might end this right now.
That's good.
But I had so much fun. Thank you so much for joining, and I'd love to do this anytime. So
thank you so much for inviting me.
And thank you to everybody else who joined too. We will see you again very, very soon. Bye.
Yeah.